For this drawing, we want to make the box have the same proportions and shapes as the smaller one, but we want to size it up. Using Vine Charcoal, first find the center of the cube, the box photo, and mark those halfway points. And you'll see that the dark area behind the box is exactly halfway. Next, we need to find the halfway point of your drawing, which is going to be bigger, so carefully use your pencil and fingers to find the center point, and then lightly draw this center line in with Vine Charcoal. Next, we're going to look at some proportional relationships. How far is it from the edge of the image to the beginning of the box? It turns out to be the same distance as the width of the box, and if you measure this correctly, you should get 5, so that distance is 1/5 of the drawing. It's also 1/5 from the top of the box and from the bottom of the box. So now we need to find 1/5 of your drawing. This may take a few tries, so make sure to get this accurate. Here I've got too short, too long. Keep going until you get it to come out evenly to 1/5. Now we can put in where the top and the bottom of the box goes and where the front and the back go. So first putting in some straight lines up and down to show the front of the box. Then looking at some angles that come out to that lower point. Use your pencil to check some angles and move your pencil over and then just lightly sketch in that line. You're going to need to keep this process open and probably redo some of these angles as you get all the parts in. Keep checking angles and proportions and sketch in the basic outline, again moving very lightly, and be willing to adjust the drawing in the process. Be sure to use some active drawing techniques. Look at your drawing from a distance, look at it upside down, look at it in a mirror, and each time you use one of these techniques, find at least one thing you can improve about the overall shapes and proportions. When we get the drawing to a relatively good stage, we're going to start putting in some value using this soft pencil. And instead of making things really dark at first, we want to work in layers, just sketching in lines and then cross-hatching, going different directions and slowly building up the value layers. Here I forgot to put in the shadow, which is also an important dark area. There are basically the dark black, the light color of the top of the box, and then the two shades in between. Again, build up your values in layers and kind of work on the whole drawing at once before you get anything really dark. You can blend it in a little bit with your finger. You want to build up sort of solid areas of value, and then use the eraser to create edges. Sharpen, cut out a sharp tip on your eraser and use that to establish some of the edges. You don't want the drawing to have any outlines. You want to have edges of one value against the other. You can also use the eraser to lighten up areas, just cross-hatching like you did with the pencil and then blending it a little bit. Take your time. This drawing took over an hour, and it's obviously still got some problems, especially with the shape of the shadow. But this is the basic process to use to make this box drawing.